Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project Magnetic Reversal News and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Wednesday, March 23rd, around 5 p.m. Mountain Time 2022. The snow continues to fall, and by next week, there could be a heavy hitter in the northern plains. But the big story, at least one dead following New Orleans area tornado that left a path of destruction and thousands without power. Keep calm. It's boomtown. Let's take a look at some of that footage.
It's the porch of my friend's house. It doesn't have a roof anymore. And the house across the street is completely destroyed.
I put my family in the bathroom. As soon as we got in the bathroom, all of our ears popped, and you just knew, you knew what it was. And I come out, it lasted maybe 10 seconds tops. I don't think it lasted that long. I come outside, and it looked like the Ukraine.
We knew something was coming because we were watching the news. When they said, where it was, it's coming to Araby, like 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, we were in the bathroom, and it just blew.
Look in the top. Go ahead, go.
Man, that's crazy. I just really was this close to death. I was just driving in a tornado just now. They had two explosions went off. I see just swarming and spinning around. You heard me? I make the U-turn right here and go clean towards the city. You heard me? Man, that's crazy.
Oh, that was a church.
Oh, our prayers go out to the survivors, but a large destructive tornado struck near the east side of New Orleans Tuesday evening, causing severe damage and killing at least one person in St. Bernard Parish. The twister was part of an outbreak of severe thunderstorms across the deep south and followed the siege of tornadoes in Texas on Monday. Here's that area, Arabi. The 26-year-old man was reported dead after first responders found him outside. And cleanup begins after the tornado outbreak across the south. Damage assessment and surveys continued across the South Wednesday as residents began the long cleanup after homes were ripped apart, cars flipped over, and at least 2 people killed in an outbreak. The New Orleans metro area, take a look at that. Damage is seen in Arabi. We just showed you some of that video footage as sun breaks there. And they're claiming it is a disaster here in St. Bernard Parish. Severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect for the entire Miami Valley, but the tornado watch has been lifted from Ohio, so that's good news. We do have some good news to report. And large hail is possible today in Michigan. Read this article for a timeline when to park your car. Fortunately, if you're trying to avoid widespread severe storms, the warm sector will only be warm around 50 degrees this afternoon. Between 4 and 7 today, the thunderstorms are expected to develop over the lower Michigan, which is now, including Detroit, Ann Arbor, Lansing, Jackson, Kalamazoo, Flint, and Grand Rapids. And so that's where your hail could be. Holy hail. Severe storms shift into the southeast. Winter weather for the northern U.S. Severe thunderstorms are expected today in the southeast and Ohio Valley. These storms may produce a few tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds from the Florida Panhandle to Ohio. Meanwhile, the same storm system will produce some snow and ice across the upper Great Lakes in northern New England. Finally, record heat and high temperatures are possible in the next several days in the southwest. So heads up there. Let's check out the GFS model for snow. Here's your Wednesday through Thursday morning. There's that snow in the back end, Michigan, Wisconsin. Here we are through Thursday. That's snow in the northeast as that system moves. So we could see light snow through Vermont, New Hampshire, all of Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and eastern New York State there. And that snow will continue through Friday in Maine. And there could be some heavy totals there in northern Maine, or a central swath of at least a foot of snow there. The second Clipper system will move down through the Northeast, bringing snow to the central Appalachians, down through West Virginia. And when in Monday morning, the beginning of the week here, you could see a storm system moving in through the west. Much needed precipitation for the Sierras. Could be accumulations up to 16 inches. Some snow falling in Nevada and the southern Rockies. Good news. And a massive storm for the Midwest and the upper Midwest there, the northern plains. Take a look at that. Snow totals of 3 feet on these models. And that's happening Wednesday, March 30th, Thursday, March 31st, and April 1st. So heads up, Taiwan hit by 6.7 earthquake. Holy macaroni, it was a big boom. But thankfully it wasn't much larger. Larger quakes in this region have caused massive destruction in the past. More than 100 people were killed in the quake in southern Taiwan in 2016 when a 7.3 magnitude killed more than 2,000 people in 1999. So dangerous area to be living, and they escaped with no casualties. 14 million people felt it, no one injured. Absolutely mind-blowing. And no tsunami as well, so it's a double winner. Chicken dinner. Very strong mag, 6.7. There it is, the position on the Earth. And seismic update. No other major quakes since then. Some aftershocks in that region, but overall, all is quiet on the Western Front, thankfully. Now, the Azores, we're talking sunken Atlantis here, is on the watch for a large quake or an eruption as the island keeps shaking. We brought this to your attention a few days ago, and now it is on the mainstream. Sao Jorge Island. Seismic swarm continues with no clear trend. There's the 3D plot, and you can see for about 4 days straight now, continuous seismic activity at the depth of magma chamber here, 10 kilometers. This is looking around about a 12-kilometer magma chamber with surface activity. And let's just see if we can quick get the most latest earthquakes, because this was yesterday's report. And we can just come down here and check out the plot and see if there's any. It's actually quieting down quite a bit. So that's good news for the Azores, or bad news, because often when we see activity like this, a quieting down is preceded from the eruption. So now the good news is that this isn't a particularly dangerous volcano here on the mid-ocean ridge. It's a fissure volcano, similar to Iceland. There it is, fissure vent. And the eruptive history is not that spectacular. VEI 0 eruptions in 64, 1907, 1902, VEI 1 in 1808, VEI 2 in 1800, VEI 0, 1757, and a VEI 3 in 1580. So that's what could be happening at Sao Jorge. An eruption soon. And we'll keep a close eye on it, but nothing world-changing. Nothing world-changing in the world of volcano news either. But we'll leave you the link to Worldwide Volcano News below. Now, a newly proposed experiment could confirm that information is the fifth state of matter. Mind-blowing. We were just talking about this on a podcast just about a week ago, and here it comes, a paper to confirm the very idea. New experiment could confirm the fifth state of matter in the universe, and that state is information. Way to go, Doug Vogt. He came up with this idea 5 decades ago. Oops. Here we go. A group named Food Forest Abundance reached out to me, and they're an amazing group that is trying to pass the word of permaculture worldwide. And those people that have already gotten the word and are salivating at the bit to start their own food forest or permaculture initiative, we've partnered with Food Forest Abundance. And if you want a food forest consultation, if you're looking for food forest landscape blueprints, if you're looking for installation because you can't do it yourself, they will be happy to line you up with people in your area to get this done. And we get a percentage of whatever happens through this link. So if you're looking for a food forest consultation, forest landscape blueprints, or cooperative installers to help you put it in the correct way, check out Food Forest Abundance and tell them the Oppenheimer Ranch sent you. One other thing, Squatterman 2022 is fast approaching, May 14th and 15th. I just secured the permits for the area where the tours are happening. We have a pavilion, we have tables. It's going to be a fantastic event. I'm going to be doing a presentation the day of the tours about what plasma petroglyphs are and what we might be looking for, as well as many other tantalizing things. That's followed on the 15th by the conference at the Rio Doso Convention Center. in Rio Doce, New Mexico, 111 Sierra Blanca Drive. And that is where Rex Bear, myself, and some secret guests will be giving some talks on the topic of plasma petroglyphs. So get your tickets now. They're very limited. And that's a boom to knowledge. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Hope you got something out of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share this with like-minded people. Be safe. We love you.